Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Space Engineers. I'm your host, Quantum Tater. Quantum Tater, say hello. Oh, look a little cross-eyed there today. Welcome back to Apex numero 7 or siete? Ocho? Yep, siete. That would be right. In German, that's eins, drei, vier, fünf, sechs, sieben. Sieben in Chinese, that's er, san, so, yue. So you, anyways, those are all the languages I know right off the top of my head. Welcome back, Space Ninjas. Welcome back to this. Hello, Mom. Hello, Dad. Um, last time we started some stuff. Got some stuff building, different things like that. I started this off screen to get our solar production up and going. I got bit once again by a wolf and I trashed some stuff. I've also decided to segregate this stuff from that stuff over there, so we have a little bit of changes in that space there. Looks like our rover is fully charged, which is great news. Shout out to John Bray. Give me a hard time, saying instead of diggy hole should be grindy boom. Look, that unknown signal should not have exploded in my face. That was scary. Very scary. And apparently confused by farming, you think that I'm running away and planting myself into the ground and getting my rover struck. He also said maybe we get the farm up and running and finished. And then after that, maybe go back to the main series. So I think I agree with that. Uh, yeah, hydrogen engines could have powered everything, but now we've got wind powering everything, I guess. Let's see. What else we got? Charlotte Little Chaos. He was saying basically throw down some blocks in the FE mine over there so that we don't get the vehicle stuck. I have remedied the vehicle sticking problem by sticking an engine there, and a jet engine there, or a atmospheric engine there and there, and then I even added some to the forward thrust. Also, I've rounded out the mantis shrimp. It's a little rounder. It's got that OG green color we came in with. Um, Give it a paint job, spiffed it up a little bit. Not too bad. Uh, really haven't done much else. We got some stuff welded up, not a whole lot. Waiting for parts. I believe all this is actually weldable because it's just one block. I just left it naked and afraid of, except for that block right there, apparently. Eh. So one of the things I wanted to do today. Oh, and then finally, last shout out, Chad. Chad, I'm gonna pause real quick because this is a lengthy. Um, I increased the speed on the power on the wheels and stuff, but I didn't go back and increase it further or with any friction, so I couldn't get out of the hole. And then I used the drills to like help shove me out of the hole, but then I didn't extend the pistons. Look, Chad, I forgot the pistons. And so he gave me a C minus, even for me exploring the ice lake on his behalf to find the materials and stuff. I then disappointed him with my inability to escape the thing without hydromanning to get thruster components, and that's fair. That's fair. I'll weep later. If I sound a little weird, I got. The virus got me. So I'm currently laid up this afternoon on day 3 of taking. If you haven't had opportunity to take Paxlovid, I recommend never doing it. It's horrible. Even if you can't taste it going down, it lives with you. So I'm toughing it out. I've got. I'm on the mend. They also gave me a steroid, so I'm gonna gain some weight, but eventually feel really good because steroids. Let's see. Chad also mentioned the crops don't need sunlight, and he had said that. And as I was thinking about that comment, I see the little grow lights right there. Look at those little lights. So basically, crops don't need sunlight, so I don't have to have them out in the open like they currently are. They can grow underground. They can be killed by low OT, radiation, and no water. So, which those things I knew about, but I didn't know they did need sunlight, so that's fun. And I messed with my chat. I did mess with my sound settings, and I'll check it again really quick. But I did mess with my sound settings a bit. My sound volume was down quite a bit. Unfortunately, there's not like an SFX and then ambient noise sound controller, so I think that's why I wasn't hearing the wolves. I also very nearly, because I had to shoot a couple of wolves, and I don't enjoy doing that. I very nearly was like, oh, you know what? Because I don't like shooting wolves, maybe I will, maybe instead of doing that, I restart really, really quick, kind of. Ah! Jesus Christ! No. Don't even say it, John. I know what you're gonna say. Ah. See, no wolf. Nobody heard a howl though, right? Am I right? No howl was to be heard in that moment. That was something else, guys. We I don't love it. I don't love it. Let me grab this guy right here. So we're gonna get this welded up. The idea is to get the gardens sort of up and running today. I did enable a single mod. Well, there's lots of mods on this server, let's be realistic. But I did enable a mod, um, and that mod is the resource mod, so that we can basically drill ice in perpetuity, which is why I absolutely, it's actually why I segregated this to begin with. Why can't I grab this block? Probably because I'm super special. Um, I don't know what I was saying, but I did add in. I separated these things out because I was going to use the resource mod, just a resource mod to energon low. Yep, perfect. I love that for me. Okay, let's go ahead and stick those into production. Boop. And I'm going to go sit in the cockpit for a second. So I did add the resource mod specifically um, so that I could mine ice for water for the guys over there. And I'm not going to store it in hydrogen tanks or anything like that. It's just going to feed the, it's just going to feed the guy, the water producer. The irrigation device is what I'm looking for. And because it is the end of day 5, we see the sun going down. What we're going to do is we're going to come up here really quick. And we are going to lay down. Well, we can't yet. Because it's not dark enough. So while this is producing, we should have plenty of materials. Oh, it looks like we have all the materials. What are the odds of that? Pretty good, I would say. So there's that guy. We definitely need some blocks to put down just for the sake of... You know, let's go ahead and grab 100 of those. Can't hurt to have extra parts cooking. And let's see if I can grab that interior block. We want this guy here. We're gonna... That, that, that. There we go. Yeah, and I don't really need... Well, I do need this block done. Over here. And I was going to make this like food line. I had this idea to make like a kitchen. Now, John was saying that if I get the base up and running in a good enough fashion that I could potentially potentially have we could potentially blueprint the base and then take it to a new planet for the other series, because I was kind of asking the idea like, what should we do next? Should we walkway? Should we brain work good? Should we I'm telling you that I don't know if COVID brain is comes on that quickly, but it feels real. It feels real as could be. Um, but basically, I could blueprint this guy here, and from that use it on the next planet when I yeet the rover at the planet and do all that stuff. Which is not a bad idea. I don't know if that's what we're gonna do, but it seems like it could be a good idea, an entertaining idea at the very least. Go over here. We got all that. I think we grabbed everything from our build inventory, so perfect. Got these things up and running. What I need to do now is we're going to have to get ourselves some water to these bad boys here, which tells me I'm going to need the irrigation device, and I'm going to need some water coming in. Let's hop down here for a second. This would be the perfect spot to do that. And I guess what I'm going to do is I'm going to drill down and maybe put that resource node there. Let's see. So the resource node mod, if you don't know, is basically just static drills where they just basically will sit here and without voxel deformation. We used it in my other series. I think they're a little cheeky. They can give you infinite resource, and obviously I'm on an ice lake, but I'm not trying specifically to. I'm not really trying to like deform the whole lake or mine it out. And this is a temporary series, so I don't like. It's just what it is. It's not. Do that. Let's do this. We're gonna get some more stuff into production. I think probably 100 of those would be good. Maybe 100 of those. There's no reason not to. Um, so yeah, let me think for a second. I don't love that wolf terrorist. No, I don't love it. It's not wasn't my favorite. I didn't enjoy that wolf attack, and it scared me a little bit, as you may have noticed. It's not that I'm afraid. It's just when they come out of nowhere, you're like, oh, geez, that's a wolf. They came out of nowhere. So I don't know. That's just me. Maybe I'm scared. John, leave me alone. Leave me alone, John. Have you no shame or something? I don't know. We got plenty of stuff. We are cooking. I also put in the paint gun mod. I know I don't think we needed it, but I wanted to paint the thing, and I was getting. Well, no, the paint gun mod has always been in. I made myself a paint gun yesterday because I was getting tired of having to try to individually block paint this thing. So this is what the manuscript I think is good. Now it's getting dark enough that we about to get to go to bed and probably get attacked while we sleep because there is no safety on Earth. No one can hear you scream. No one especially heard me scream just now. I do this little turnaround guy. I'm going to be turning around upside down just like this, and what's going to happen is a wolf's going to appear out of nowhere and terrorize me. So then we can do this, and then the resource node. So the way it works, as long as the resource node part is in the ground in a way, like partially in the ground, I need parts for this. As long as it's partially in the ground, it should be able to mine ice. And you'll notice that it's blue right there. That means that it does detect something that it can be mining. And so I can... Oh. And then get this guy there. Alright, we're going to get this done. And then let's go grab some shut-eye, and I'll pick you back up in the morning. All components successfully done. I will say the one thing I love about Valheim, if you've not played that game, I recommend checking it out when it goes on sale. It goes on sale pretty frequently, and it's always great. But the thing I love about Valheim is you queue a bunch of stuff up. You lay down to go to bed. Sun passes. Nighttime happens. It's daytime. What? Well, anyways, the sun. You sleep the night, and anything that was in production, like your ores, any of that stuff, it all gets finished, which is super great. Like it speeds it along, which I really love. Like I said, and this is specifically. All right, you know what? Let's go ahead and close that. This is specifically just to get ice for our plants so that they're well stocked and full of love and water. But we do need to add in. We need to plant that bad boy right there. See, I didn't hear a wolf that time, and I'm leery about it. Like I got to keep moving at max speed, because if a wolf shows up and bites me right in the keister, what do? We yelp. I mean, manly battle cry, and not at all scared of things. Now, these blocks, the irrigation block has 2 ports with a half block in the middle. That's really strange. I don't know that I like that. So we can stick it there, or we can stick it there. We're gonna stick it here, and that should process all the things necessary. We need to put some stuff in production. Got that right there. And then if we turn this guy on, it's gonna be probably pretty loud. Let's find out. It's gonna say hydro ice drill. And it should be receiving ice. So if we look inside this guy here and we drill, yeah, it's just going to have, and it's only got 2,000 liters. That's all it will store. We'll get the hydroponics, not hydroponics, I guess it is technically, the irrigation system we have been running. It should I think I put this in backwards. Oh no. So now it's got ice in it, supplying water. So now all those guys should have water up there. Let's go take a look before we take a nap. If we look into here, water level is low. Why is it low? You've got everything you need. Water level high. Water level high. Oh, it just takes a minute. Water level high. Beautiful. Okay. Okay, yeah. All right, we did it. We've successfully got this part of the process up and running. What do I have in my inventory? You know what we could do, just real quick, we can go ahead and plant. We're gonna say veggie tables. The only vegetable we have, we're planting right there. Let's see if it goes as good as I think it will. All right, we're gonna go take a nap real quick. This looks like it's no longer attached to the ground. I don't love that. That's not good. That's not great. All right, nap time. Yay, sleeping. All right, we're here. So, I love the sleep mod, especially for at night. Although I kind of had this idea, like, what if I'm playing on the alien planet and we only go out at night to hunt spiders to make it super creepy? That sounds like an idea. All right, so that's planted. What else do we have? If we come into this guy here, production, we need to make some fruit seeds. I want a grain seed, another vegetable seed, a fruit seed, and a mushroom seed. Okay. We've got a surplus of fruit, so I'm not super worried about it. I'm gonna have vegetables there. Come over here. I'm gonna do mushroom and grain. Because we only had the one grain anyways. I need another fruit seed. That's what I'll need. Down here. And this door right here prevents me from getting attacked by a wolf from this direction. To the point that, oh, I don't have it set up for that. Dang it. Okay. No big deal. No big deal. No, I didn't want to make that. Dang it. Well, we're having our first fruit snack. What is this? Red pellets. Mmm. Tasty. Let's go ahead and grab that and eat it. How exciting. Does anybody know what the expired slop gives you? Plant. And plant. Beautiful. We've got it. Okay. Now, next thing I want to do is grab one of these guys here. Nope. These guys here. I need... Did I not pick anything up? Why can't I place this here? You need construction components. Oh, well, that'll do it. Production, I need assembler. There, this way it's just level ground. I just like that it's even. That makes me feel better about my life. Okay. No names, hold on. Okay. Next step. We've got the farm going. It's not built out, obviously. We need to build up all that crap. So what do we have? We have 6 solar panels and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of those guys. So let's grab the 7 of these. 4, 5, 6, and 7. We're going to put them all in production. And then we're going to go out and we're going to pick up some supplies. Eastbound and bound, loaded up and trucking. Woo! This thing gets going with the boosters. I need to make sure that I don't need those on right now. Although, what are we doing? We got a problem here. I'm pretty sure Atmo. There we go. Okay, now we're cooking. All right, what should we do? I did make a really cool scrapping or welding ship and mining flyer. We're gonna go. Let's go get some silicon. That's what we're gonna do first. Turn. Whoa, we're gonna Tokyo drift the ice lake, and then we're gonna go get some silicon. Last episode, by the way, I believe I said something about playing in third person only. I meant first person only. Playing in third person only would probably be much simpler than first person only. I did say that. All right, I'm gonna get to the silicon thing, and I'll pick you up here in a second. I forgot to totally tell you that I was mining silicon just now. Well, we got a full load of silicon. And with no. Ooh, we're back heavy. It's interesting because I initially added the small batteries and stuff like that to the back of the ship to kind of make it less front heavy, and now I feel like it's way back heavy because as soon as we get overloaded, which we are at, no way to check that without looking over here, but we're at 51 tons. I don't know what this thing is empty, but it's not particularly light or anything, but 51 tons is a lot. So got ourselves some silicone. That's probably more than we're ever gonna need if we look in our inventory here, like. 8K is probably more than we're going to need to finish this series, but I wanted to be able to make sure we got all the bulletproof glass and all the crap for those dang solar panels. Is what I was looking for. So, and I believe, now we're good. We're good. So, I also added an event controller to this so that it does charge the batteries when it docks, and it turns off the engines. So it turns off the jet engines, all those things, sets all batteries to recharge, that kind of stuff. So I did get it set up fully to be a very functional thing that will despawn if I ever respawn a different vehicle. I was thinking about, because I don't enjoy shooting the wolves, as I had previously noted, like I could do a different planet. So I think I 100,000% believe that I am probably not going to be going to the Earth-like planet for any kind of seeds. So we're gonna have to do alien planet and Pertam. Does anybody know what animals spawn at Pertam? Oh, this is not the angle I should have come down at. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're just gonna slowly take it one bump at a time. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Okay, we're good. Yep, yep, yep. Meant to do all of those things like a pro, like a frickin' pro. Chad, I will say one of the things I feel pretty light on my knowledge of rovers. Oh, this is very good view. I can see everything so clearly with the dust. Um, I have such limited rover like wheel experience. I honestly could probably take a master class on how to set wheels up with proper friction and strength and all that stuff because I just don't have it. It is not something I've ever. Ooh, this thing does not want to turn. What is going on here? There we go. Come on, come on, come on, come on. I think what we might want to do, go ahead and park that up. And parking that up should absolutely have taken us out of this camera view. I don't know why it didn't. That's suspicious. Let's shut the engines off, put it back on recharge. We should turn on rear wheel steer. I don't know how to do that exactly. Steering on. And then the steering angle, we're going to drop that down to like 10% so that it's just basically it'll sure up our ability to turn around quicker, and I think it will let us make sharper turns. Like we can make sharper turns, but it won't be so much that we risk the flipping of the rover. So that's perfect. Did that actually set? I don't think it did. It feels like it didn't set it. Okay, it did. Perfect. All right. Go ahead and get this guy first. You know what I should do? Like a smart man, walk around on top of this thing so I don't have to waste all the hydrogen. That'd be a good idea. All right, let's get this welded up, and then I'll talk to you here in a second once we get as many as we can. It looks like we're gonna get to this many right here. Oh, I didn't even think about getting these done. Dang it. Or this. Okay, well, we've got our work cut out for us. Whee! Okay, so it occurred to me that because I segregated all of the production stuff over there from the stuff over here so we wouldn't have infinite ice, that I basically created a way where I can't get the algae to my stuff, even though I'm now making algae, which those all got welded up. The whole thing is piped, which is beautiful. If we come down here and we shut this door right there, and I come into the production of this guy here, I can say, make me kelp crisps. I can make, let's just make one for, not 10, I don't want 10. That sounds terrible. I don't want to eat 10 of those things. So I should have the ability to get 10 kelp crisps. That's not in this same location. It's because it's segregated out, but I don't understand. Food processor, the kelp crisp should be right there. Is this a meal pack synth loaf? Nope. The kelp crisp should be right, they should have existed right here because it does nowhere to go. It would have gone to nowhere specific. That's, what the hell? Where's my kelp crisp, bro? Go here. Should be able to do that, and then I can go here and I can eat a kelp crisp. I am sustained. So then now, so to correct that, I basically bridge that so that I could build that down right there. I've got this guy up, this guy here, this guy here, there. I should have at least 1, 2, 3 of those, and then I'm gonna have to grab this guy. We're gonna do this. The T, perfect. Go over here, put all of those into production. We're gonna get this squared away so that I can access those kelp things in perpetuity. I guess what's probably gonna need to happen next, if I had to take a guess, I would say that the food pantry over here needs to be added cargo to it. So I can do that by putting one right there. Let's go ahead and shore up the floor real quick. Yep. So this is what it looks like when you're doing things in chaotic order. You know what, one of the things I struggle with, guys, and this is something maybe some of you can help me with. Maybe you have a way you do it. How do we looking? Oh, crop health 100%. We're at 65% growth for the grains. Mushrooms look to be completed. We're going there, doing well there. One of the things I struggle with, if it isn't obvious, is I don't lay a base out first to like what I want it to look like. So it gets very chaotic and none of it looks even remotely correct. I don't know if that's obvious or not, but just so you know, that is what happens quite frequently. So, you know, it's what it is. It's not a huge thing. It's really hard to weld stuff under things when you can't get under there. So we're gonna go ahead and do that right there, and then we should be able to grab our interior block piece right there, weld that up. There you go. Perfecto. I think I should add a cargo container right here just so I can access all of this, although these are technically accesses to the cargo, even if it does it kind of weird. What weird foods can we make yet? We can't really make anything. We're going to need more vegetables, I think is going to be our big thing. So let's go ahead real quick while we're doing this. Shut that door because I don't want to get bitten by a wolf. just all willy-nilly. We're gonna inventory. We're gonna grab some more. We're gonna get 2 more mushroom seeds. Yeah, we're gonna grab 2 more mushroom seeds. I want 2 of these guys because the mushrooms are done. So that's that. Oh, I only have 1 mushroom spot, so we can harvest our mushrooms. Yay, and then we can plant additional mushrooms. So it's grain and vegetables we don't have a lot of. That's going to be where our struggle comes in. What is this? Your vegetables? Growth process, 100%. Oh, hey, we got vegetables done. That's great. So let's harvest. Harvest. And then let's get back down there and make additional veggie tables. Has anybody played with the Ooh, we got 4 vegetables. Heck yeah. Okay, so now we should be able to get 2 more. Nope, 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 nope. Nearly messed it up. We get 2 sets of seeds for more veggies. Get those replanted. And then yeah, we've got tons of fruits to be available for seed. So now we just expand. Honestly, we can expand our growth palette here in perpetuity. Let's go ahead and get some more veggie tables planted. No time like the present. If each one of these yields 4, that'll be really great. What are we at? Fruit takes the longest to grow. How are you guys doing? Fruit and grain take forever. It looks like grain is going to outpace fruit by just a little bit, but grain's the one we don't have a lot of. So I need an actual 4th row of vegetable containers, or we'll do grain, mushroom, and we'll just do that probably. That's probably what we'll end up taking care of. What's in my inventory right now? Okay, so then yeah, let's go ahead and grab ourselves one of these guys. He's gonna be green.
Energy low.
Get those things in production. My energon is low, so I don't have a lot of time right this second. What I can do is I can add this. Put that back there. That'd be perfect. Alright, we're gonna have to go upstairs really quick and get some energon. I think it'd be easier to just sit in the cockpit of this guy because it does all of it at once, and it's faster, I think, than using the survival kit. All right, energy's back. Let's see. Grab this. Close that door. Ah, yes. And then I've got this synth loaf. We've got food, guys. We are basically in full production at this point. Everything here is kept up. I guess if we really wanted to, we could turn these green so that they look a little more whatever. I'm not going to add lights in this moment. I don't see a reason to, although it wouldn't be that hard to do. We need to take care of that up there. That's probably the next step. Let me get these things welded out really quick. Just because I set those things to produce for it, so I might as well. Perfect. And then grab this right here. Oh, it's not right. All components successfully built. Waiting for that wolf to come out of nowhere. I haven't heard anything. You know what I'm about to do? I don't have a lot of ammo left. That's probably a thing I really need to focus on. If I was being a smarter man. Ouch. If I was being a smarter man, which we all know is debatable on some days. 2, 3, 4. 6. And then we need... And then for camera, we should just go ahead and place... and get that camera on board. Right now, everything's looking great. I'm going to plop the camera down right here. And this guy we're just going to call Solar Cam. Nope, don't respawn, that would be terrible. I think we did pretty good. I think this series, this little tangent has gone pretty well. We're almost fully up and running. Came back from the brink of death. Obviously, I nuked my survival kit, so I think we did pretty good. I'm going to get these things welded up, and I'll pick you up as soon as the solar panels are complete. And I've built a solar controller. Alrighty, we're getting the last of this welded up. Ah, stuck. Why do I keep getting stuck on that? Let's go ahead and undock that. I think it's because the back end was set down so low. There we go. Now I can walk under it. Perfect. Alright, so steel plates, construction, we got that. Turret controller is up and running. We're going to do this. We're going to say... Ah! Ah! Aha! I heard you that time, or I didn't hear you howl. But I definitely heard you. Whoa, Nelly. Where are you? Ah! Aha, you're stuck. Weak. Oh, God. No, 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 no. Get out of here. He runs so fast. Do I make dust trails when I run? I do. Okay, well, we're both fast. Oh, he's coming back. No, he's not. He's running away. Okay, we're safe. I don't want to hunt meat. I don't. I'm a vegetarian. I will say that didn't didn't help any. Okay, so solar hinge 1, solar rotor 1, solar camera 1. Bring down here. Always aim at sun. Fly up there really quick. We've got to fix share inertial tensor. Probably want to put that on, and probably want to put this on. And it looks like, because the sun's dead overhead, it's just going to hang out right here. But look at this. We did it. We got all these things producing algae in case we run out of other types of foods or something goes wrong with the crops. And it looks like the crops are doing fairly well. Looks like the fruits may be in bloom, and same with those. Excelente! Whee! Hopefully that wolf doesn't come back. He just stays over there hanging out. I'm gonna harvest this guy. Harvest this guy. We need to add some more. These guys are not ready yet. Good grief. Fruit takes forever. Like, we're about to have a second set of vegetables before we have a single fruit. That is something else. That is something else, I'll tell you that. Okay, inventory. We can put that there and that there, and we can say, produce me double wheat seeds. We could probably get 4 wheat seeds. No, we can't. We only got the 2. Okay, that's all right. We do need another farm plot. Let's go ahead and shut this door for a second while I find this farm plot. There we go. We need, I'd say, 3 more of these. All right, go over here. We can add one there, and one there. And then we're gonna plant our grain. Water level's high, that's great. It's high. Okay, perfect. Over here. Our wolf hasn't come back, which is good. It's just good. Just generally a good thing over there. Hey, fruit's ready. Harvest the fruit. Harvest the fruit. We're going to do 3 mushrooms across the back here, I think is what's going to happen. So we have 2 of each of the vegetables. Mushrooms grow so fast. Maybe we don't need 3. Fruit grows super slow. That's no lie. We'll do 3 fruits. I want to get to the point where we have enough grain to do much anything, but they're not howling, right? My wolves haven't howled yet. I don't know if it's because am I too quiet or is it too quiet? I don't know. I don't know. All right, let's get these fruits planted real quick. Plant. Because they take so long to grow. Plant. Okay. Get those things welded up really quick. I think we're on the way to farming. We're on the way to farming. If we wanted to use, something's going on with our production though. Oh good, lightning. Just go ahead and put those in the same batch, fella. We don't have to reinvent the wheel. I don't think I crafted a pair of binoculars. I'm a little leery that guy's gonna be coming back. Stupid animals. I just don't want to die. I don't want to die, but I don't want to shoot that wolf either. I know we already have some mammal meat. I don't like that, but I want bug meat. Is that it right there? Huh. I don't know. I don't know. Man, the buffs really matter. Like the fact that I catch air coming off these stairs, like, I'm, you know, basically an athlete. Low water. Let's go ahead and plant that. Water usage. Grow time, grow progress. Water should be high. There it is. Good, good, good. And last, we're going to get this guy welded up. Do I not have what it takes to... Why can't I weld that? It said I got everything! Oh well. Alright guys, this has been a base building episode. This has been us building up and getting things ready. That's what this has been. Nothing else. Which is good. I think we've got a lot of progress here. I think actually we may be ready after this to go back. This is what a farm looks like. These are open air farms. This would not be a good farm for any planet other than Earth, obviously, because if a storm comes through that's more than just water and rain. I keep trying to weld that without actually going to collect the parts. Uh-oh. We may have actually ran out of stuff. Yeah, we didn't. It's okay. But you could go on in perpetuity of this and keep... Now, I'm sure there's a way that I could enclose this thing. Actually, there's probably not a way I could enclose this thing. At least from the no oxygen level of things. 1 mushroom. All right. Look at this. Our little farm's going. We've got a spot for vegetables. I don't have any vegetables to plant, so that's, you know, what it is. But we've done a lot of successful things here today, and it's only technically day 6 in game. Can you make me 1 more vegetable seed? That'd be dope. I think what we might be able to make some pretty cool stuff after this. Now, this being said, we've got ourselves a solar farm. And if we want to really quick, we can summon the power of Ra just for a minute. Yeah, solar panel is working. I just shortened my day by some change, but that's okay. You can see the solar panel's working, which means we're going to have infinite food growth, or the algae thing is going to be taken care of. That's nice. We've got their vegetables growing here. They're coming along. Fruits, we've got 2 things of grain because that's all we could plant right now. I'd say we're doing pretty dang good. I would say this is a successful farm. Now, does your farm have to look like my farm? No. In fact, I'd recommend that it doesn't look like my farm, if I'm being honest. Um, my initial thoughts so far on the Apex stuff, I enjoy it. I don't like shooting wolves, so I would love to see if there's a mod that stops me from shooting wolves. Maybe I tame the wolves and the wolves help me hunt deer or something. I don't know. I'm too much of a man's best friend guy to like in real life. The chances of me getting killed by something cute and fluffy is incredibly high. Um, I think I'm ready to get back to the other series. I think I have some ideas. Like I said, I already built out a little farm thing in space for the other series. So now it's just simply to turn on food buffs, debuffs, and to turn on solar radiation because I want that to be a thing. Because I spend a lot of time out in the sun, willy-nilly. So I think limiting that would be super great. Um, yeah, guys. Farms, successful farm. I haven't made a cool meal yet. Um, I think what I'm gonna do off stream, I'm gonna do some work on this. We're gonna have one more episode of the Apex Tangent. Episode 8 will be our final episode. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fill this thing out. I'm gonna kind of make it look like what I might make it look like if I hadn't built it so poorly to start with. Um, maybe rearrange some stuff because I've got all the parts, so I should just be able to simply rearrange some things. I like some of it. This doesn't look bad to me. Like it's unfinished, obviously, but like I would love to see some extra shapes and stuff to it. Maybe get this whole wall sealed off, kind of thing. I think that could be really cool. And so that's probably gonna be my plan. I think it's what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna see if I can get this thing done in a way that makes it look neat, and then we'll show it off next episode, and and then we'll talk about maybe eat a big steak. I don't know. We'll talk about a plan, I think. Um, yeah, that's what I want to do. That's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna get this thing built up. I'm gonna show it off. Kind of do that kind of thing to be a little bit of a tangent, and then maybe mid next episode we'll transfer over and we'll look at some of the things I built, some of the ideas I had around this while I was playing, kind of in creative and stuff like that. So yeah, guys, if you enjoyed this, you know what to do. I appreciate you coming along for this little Apex tangent. I actually am liking the update. I don't think it's too burdensome. Obviously, I'm playing on light food consumption and the light solar radiation, which Earth you shouldn't get any. But I'm not playing on the super hardcore settings, and I started on Earth. So essentially, every 30 feet we had a vegetable or fruit, well, mostly a fruit to eat. So I think there are much harder starts, and maybe the next series I do a much harder start. Um, but yeah, for now, I think we're in a good position. So I'm gonna get this thing built out, show you what that looks like on the next episode. I appreciate you guys. I will catch you later, taters, and let's see if we can wave. We can't. Oh well. As always, be kind. Bye.